Dear students, we are looking at the questions for the chapter Fraudulent and Criminal Behavior. Let's see what sort of challenges are waiting for us. The first one is, let me just read it out and then we can work. When may directors be held liable to contribute to the assets of an insolvent company? So it's about the directors being held liable for of an insolvent company in respect of wrongful trading. So this wrongful trading refers to the fact that the company was insolvent and the directors continued to trade. Okay, because when it is insolvent, they should not be trading. They should stop because the company is not solvent. It cannot operate, so it does not have enough the cash flows. So that is considered as wrongful trading. Okay, so let's see when the directors might become liable or they might have to contribute to the assets. Okay, because when a company becomes insolvent, they have to sell all their asset to pay the creditors. So let's see the first one. When the directors have the intention of defrauding creditors. Okay, so this is not wrongful trading. This is fraudulent trading. So when the director have this intention of defrauding creditors, so that is not the case of wrongful trading. Okay. Whenever a company's liabilities exceeds its assets, now that is not something which is this can happen, and you cannot make directors liable to contribute because the time or the issue of the directors becoming liable is only when the company becomes insolvent. Okay, when the company is unable to settle its debts. So when a company's liabilities exceeds its assets, it is not that situation. Whenever a company becomes insolvent, now that's not the case. It is not the director's job to pay the money when the company becomes insolvent. Okay, so the assets of the companies have to be sold, and then the creditors would be settled. If we look at the last statement, when the directors knew or owe to have known that insolvency was inevitable. So the directors knew that the insolvency was there, but they kept on trading. Okay, so that is considered as a wrongful trading. So this is the appropriate definition of wrongful trading. So if we just select the right answer and then look at the feedback, because it's really good to have a understanding. However, it's a small one. Wrongful trading does not have intent to defraud. Okay, so that is regarded as a fraudulent trading. Wrongful is only related to the insolvency when the directors knew it, but they kept on trading. So that is wrongful trading. Okay, so I hope you're comfortable with the first one. Okay, so here we go. That's good. And then let's move on to the next one.